Hi, it's Ronnie, and welcome to my channel and to Scraptember with the Scrappy Sisters and Laura and the 30 Days of Sketches with Christy. And today's prompt is Themed Collection with a Non-Themed Layout. And this is a sketch I'll be using today, and I will stick pretty close to it. Yeah, pretty close. Oh, I did not notice that little piece across the center had a fancy little end on each end. So mine's just straight. I am going to scrap those three pictures over to the right. And this is my theme collection. Only I am not going to use the lions and bears and such. I am going to use the opposite side. And I did think I would be, well, fussy cut out a bunch of those leaves thinking I'd be using that, but I'm not going to. I changed my mind before I ever got started on the layout. I was looking for something else and found some pre-cut from leftover from another layout. Um, Tim Holtz flowers is wildflowers. Well, it's two die sets. Wildflowers, and the other one is funky flowers. And I'm just going to go ahead and use what I've already got cut. I didn't want to use all my striped paper. It's green, and I love green. So, yeah, I'm really loving this collection on the other side. However, I have used some on the A side in this collection to make layouts. And the plaid paper, I think I cut it just a little smaller than I intended because I was trying to conserve. Only I got a little carried away. I wished it was a little bit bigger so we could see more of it. But I'm going to go ahead and go with it. I wasn't about to try to cut another one. I did have another paper, but I decided not to cut another one. I have a really light yellow shirt on, so I'm using the really light yellow cardstock and one that's got polka dots. It's brown, and I think brown on brown polka dots, either that or it's like maybe a tan polka dot, one or the other. And I'm just layering them there. And the pictures is of my, well, I'm the one in the yellow shirt. We already got that down. And my sister-in-law and her grandson, my great nephew. So he's the one who took our awesome pictures. He done awesome. I mean, I can't think of another word for it. He done a really, really good job. And he even came up with ideas about a few that were taken, where we were to get to do it. So he was really into it. And of course, she has an awesome camera too. So they all turned out great. And this is the one I made the mistake on because I didn't see it till just a minute ago, that the edge is kind of wonky a little bit. It looks like maybe pinking shears almost. But I did use the wrong side, so mine isn't exactly straight on the end. I can't believe I flipped it over and I wanted the hand cut side underneath the photo, but that did not happen. And I didn't notice it till I was taking pictures. I am going to put the the bottom of the photo on foam tape. And the reason it made it in the front is because I was trying to go by perspective. Looks like we are closer to the camera than the other two pictures. It's getting farther and farther away. And I'm going to use these stickers right here. I'm going to use the word smile, and you will see an extra dot on there. It was stuck to my finger, and I thought it must have went on the word, and I just stuck it on something that looked like an I, which was the beginning of the M. And I will catch it when I take the photos, though, and it will come off. So the photos won't have it, but the entire video will. I can't spell, but you'll see me pull it off my finger. There it is. And put it on there. Yeah, I did not even really pay attention. I stuck it on there. When I was going through containers, I was hunting for a camera, and I had a camera container, and I happened to glance at the flower ones, and I thought, well, I cut the leaves out already. I could get some flowers to go with the leaves. Nope. I had to get flowers to go with my layout and go ahead and use the die cuts of the flowers. And so the leaves are just going to sit over there. And this is ribbon that I'm putting on here. You can get it at Hobby Lobby. And I think it's called mesh ribbon and maybe fall. There's two. One's got what looks like snow on it and one doesn't. And this is the mossy looking one. And I think moss is in the title of it too. And I had gotten some in a kit from Christina Sorge over a year ago and have been wanting some ever since. And because I used it all. And when I went to get it, I could get this too. So yeah, it's going on my layouts. Anything outdoorsy or anything wintry or maybe even Halloween. I don't know. Thanksgiving. It's going to have some on there probably. I'm just showing how I put these together. There was a couple already put together in there and I just apparently didn't use it the last layout. But that one hadn't been, and I'd cut it in yellow and in green, and I just cut the yellow flowers off and glued them onto the green. And like I said, there were some already done, and those are the ones I went ahead and put on the layout just now. And I think there's some more in there too, and I'll be pulling them out. I am making a cluster there because there is one in the sketch, and then I'm making the other one kind of on the low side. But because, I like to have groups of 3, I am going to have the one up there above the photos too. And I'm going to put my camera with this cluster. I have 2 of them out, and I did consider putting 2, well, 3 even, because I have a flare in that bowl that I completely forgot about till just now. But I thought I'd do 3 and use the flare too, 1 in each of my clusters. But I've only got the 1, so I guess it'll stay. And I cannot tell you which ones are the funky flowers and which one are the wildflowers. They all look the same to me. I'm kind of thinking maybe the one under Smile that I put together is one of the funky flowers. I'm thinking maybe, because the others look pretty perfect. So I'm thinking maybe that might be it. I'm going to, I'm digging through there because I want to find different heights on the flowers. Oh, and here my camera shut off, but I don't think you missed a whole lot. I think I was just pulling stuff out. That's all I was doing. I didn't hear the click, so I was just plain lucky. I glanced up there. I don't look at my screen, but I do. Well, I'm looking at the screen when I look and see how many minutes it's got left, so I'll know to turn it off and back on, so it won't do it on its own. But yeah, I do look at the time pretty often. Unless I just get too interested in what I'm doing, which has happened way too many times. I'm hand cutting some of the tall grass to go on here, and then I'm just going to tuck the flowers in behind there. And then I'm going to add some of that ribbon that I'm going to cut apart too. So yeah, it's pretty much going to be the same way as the first cluster, except for the tall grass. And am I going to put anything on it? Let me look. No, I'm just going to add flowers and greenery on there. And I have a tendency when I have the tall grass just to keep adding. So yeah, I'll be adding a little more than I had over there on the left. And I really wanted to put that dandelion flower thing on there, but it just wasn't seeming to go right there. You know what I'm saying? It was just a little bit too big for the place I wanted it at. But while I'm gluing things down here, I want to mention that everybody that is doing this Scraptember and 30 Days of Sketches today will be linked down there below, so you won't miss out on any. And some are doing it every single day. That's my plan, to go ahead and join them every day. And I'm really thrilled they invited everybody. Anybody that want to join could join. And my plan, like I said, is every day, and so is a bunch of the others. I am not sure which are which, but if they've got the time to do one of the layouts that day, they will have their link in there. I think they're going to have everybody's link so that at least you'll know that person's participating. And yeah, lots and lots of awesome inspiration in the links down there below. And hop every single day for the month of September. So you can't beat that. I think I'm going to have to make a playlist. I don't know if I'll keep up watching them if I don't, because there is plenty. And I'm about done with this. Oh, I'm adding that mesh ribbon trim to it, and I'm just going to kind of tuck it in there and give it just a little bit more rustic look is what I'm going for. And I'm going to add it up there too above that photo. And I thought I'd add it first and then kind of tuck my flowers behind it. And I will cut most of that stem off because, you know, otherwise you won't see any yellow because it'll be going off the page. So yeah, I am cutting it down. I hate to cut them down when they're I should have cut some of them off. Not used as much paper. You know what I'm saying? I filled the paper up when I did it, but I could have probably just cut that off and had a few short ones. Some of the leaves that I'm sticking in there are from Diamond Press Tropical Foliage. And I think I'm just about done with the layout. After I get this cluster done, I'm going to put some yellow enamel dots. Yep, there they are. And I will be done. I am putting them in clusters of 3 and all 3 of the clusters. And see that camera laying there? It will come off the layout. I won't go ahead and leave it on there, but yeah. Don't forget to check everybody out down there below and see what they created for today using the same sketch and maybe the same prompt. Some people might just be using the prompt and some might just be using the sketch, or they could be doing both. And I had fun doing both, especially since I had a hard time trying to figure out what photos to use with the themed collection and non-themed layout. Yeah, I went through everything and finally picked these. And there's I think those kind of remind me of bluebells, and I probably should have used blue, but they're yellow. And see, those are the funky ones, I think. All of them there are probably, because they're just a little bit different. And there's the smile, and notice I took the other dot off of there. It's no longer showing itself off. But that's it. That's my layout. And if you leave a comment down there below, I'll try to get back with you. And if you've liked the video and hit a thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. And if you are not subscribed to my channel, I would love to have you subscribe. And those of you already are, thank you so much. But I hope you all have a happy, scrappy week. Take care and stay safe. Bye.